So let's say I have a quadratic equation like this and I want to solve it. So one of the methods we can use is completing the square. So when do we use this method? We usually use this method when we have coefficients that are like not fractions, they're integers, okay? So these are pretty okay coefficients. It would be better if all of them are even, but then you should definitely use completing the square. But if they're all integers, it should be okay. So the first step in completing the square is to move the c. So we know our c term is 7, so we're just going to move it to the other side. And so when we do that, it's going to be 2x squared minus 6x equals negative 7, right? So what do? We always want to make sure that the a term, right here, and the b term, negative 6, they always stay to the left side of the equation, or they're always on, it doesn't matter if they're on the left or the right, they just have to be on one side of the equation. The a and the b are always together, and the c always has to be by itself. So another way to write that is just like make the c by itself. Okay, so we made the c by itself. So check mark for you. Okay, step 2, make a equal 1. So what is a equal to now? A is 2, so we have to make it 1. So the way we do that, we divide everything by 2. And when we do that, then we get x squared. Well, if we want to write it a little neater, we can just say we divide both sides by 2. Right? We divide both sides by 2. And we can do whatever we do on one side, we do on the other side. So when we make a 1 by dividing by 2. So then this will become 1. And when we do that, this becomes negative 3x. And this becomes negative 7 over 2. Now last thing says change. Okay, so step 2 is check and then change the b and add it. Okay, so what's our b? Negative 3, right? So how are we gonna, what does it mean change it and then add it? So negative 3, this is our b term. What we're gonna do, we're gonna divide it by 2 and we're gonna square it. That's what I mean by change it. In other words, we take the b and we divide it by 2 and then we square it. Just like that, okay? And when we do that, for here, we'll get, well, when we multiply this out, we get 9/4, right? 9/4. And now we have to add it. So we got 9/4 when we changed it. We got 9/4. And so we're going to add it to both sides. So let's rewrite it. Minus 3x plus 9/4. I'm just putting it in parentheses so we can see how we added it. And I'm also going to make this negative 14 over 4. I just multiply it 2 over 2, which is 1. And then we're going to add on plus 9/4. The reason that I changed this negative 7 over 2, you can see now it's easy to add these fractions. When we do so, we get negative 5 over 4. This will become negative 5 over 4. And what do we do with this? So what we're going to do is that we've already completed the square, so we just take we take b, and we just divide it by 2, okay? And when we divide it by 2, we get x minus 3 over 2, right? Because negative 3 over 2, the b term over 2, and then we just close it and put squared. And it turns out that when you actually FOIL this, it will actually equal this. So it's pretty cool. Remember, this b term is one of the most important terms when we complete the square, because in step 3, what we're doing is changing it, and then when we're completing our answer, we also have to divide it by 2 to get our final square. So we get this guy is equal to negative 5 over 4. Okay, and once we did all of that, let me rewrite it. So it says x minus 3 over 2 squared is equal to negative 5 over 4. After we've written it out, we can just solve for x by squaring both sides. And we know that whenever we square this guy with a radical, negative 5 over 4, it's a plus or minus, right? And so to get x, we'll say x is 3 over 2 plus or minus negative 5 over 4. And that's our answer. This is how we use completing the square.